Hey, it's John from I Dig High Tones. Thanks for joining. This is day 3 of my great UK metal detecting tour. And before I dig into the video, I thought I would just provide a little more context for those of you who've been following along in our first couple adventures. The trip itself took place the last 2 weeks of August. It was a 14-day trip, 2 travel days, and 12 consecutive days of metal detecting for 8 hours a day from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. There were 14 people on the trip, including myself, and the tour operator has arrangements with farmers throughout the area, so every day was a new field, which was fantastic. Some fields were stubble, some were freshly plowed, some were rough plowed, some weren't plowed, some were grass. It really was new every day. We were detecting in Norfolk County, which is a part of England that was really the entry point, the front door, if you will, to invading forces century after century. So the Celtics, the Romans, the Saxons, the Normans, all the Vikings, they all came through this particular area. And the area around Norwich, which is the largest city, was actually a very wealthy area during the Middle Ages because it was kind of the center of the textile industry in Britain. Now, my finds are all still in England. They will be reviewed by the finds liaison officer. The more important finds will be registered in the Portable Antiquities Scheme database, and any objects that are deemed treasure will go through a completely separate process whereby the museums will have an opportunity to purchase them for their collection. And that process will take some months to unfold. If a museum does not claim the objects, I have at least one that's going through Treasure Trove, which you'll see in a future episode. If they do not claim it, it will come back to me, and I will get an export license, and it will be shipped to me along with the rest of the finds. That process will take many months, could even take up to a year to play out. But in the meantime, I've got these videos, and I did take photographs of the more important objects so I can intersperse them into the videos. So with that, I hope you like and subscribe to this video, and then sit back and enjoy this episode of I Dig High Tones. Have fun. We'll see you at the end. Well, hello, it's day 3 on the great UK metal detecting tour. It started off as a rainy morning. The rain is pushed off. It's supposed to be gray and super windy the rest of the day. That's okay. We have a huge field, and we're getting started this morning. Had a couple of signals. I'm just sort of working the perimeter of this property. There's an old church this way. This is a field that in the past has produced hammered silvers. Had a couple of artifacts that I think may be Roman or that period. Just had something here, an interesting signal. It was a strong 74. I pulled it out. Some of this ground is rock hard, and others are very diggable, very soft. It's a very strange field so far to try to get a handle on in terms of digging. So I dug the 74. There's nice soft dirt. I thought I was going to have an easy time of it, but here is my signal. There it is in this huge clump of effectively concrete. I mean, this thing is solid. So I'm going to chip away at this and see what this is. The patina suggests it could be early, perhaps Roman. This may take some time, so rather than shaking the camera incessantly and possibly damaging the piece, let me put it down and come back to you in a minute. Well, we got it out, and maybe not so interesting after all. It looks like it's probably part of a buckle. Not sure of the age, but it's got some age to it. Nice patina. Well, on to the next. And this has got some age to it. Beautiful patina. Looks to be Roman or at least medieval. Not exactly sure what it is. We'll find out later when we talk to our guide, but not a bad way to start the day. Okay, we're about 45 minutes in on day 3, and we just had a decent signal here. It's coming up to 74, 75. I pulled it out, and there it is. I think it could be a coin. It could be a button. Not really sure. Let's see if we get much off of it. But just Just giving it a little bit of brush here. Definitely has an old patina. And well, let's see if we can pop it out. And we have, oh, it's a button. You can see the shank on the bottom. There it is. It's a button. And I think it's pretty much a flat button, but old nonetheless. Dirt is like concrete, so we'll just leave it in that state, throw it in the bag, and move on. Okay, we have a really nice find here. It's coming up as a 75, 76. I think it could be a coin. It's certainly, or it could be a button. I think I see a shank in the back. We have a silver button. Well, it's been a bit of a slow morning so far. Slow start, a couple little artifacts and buttons, but we just got a screaming 90, 92 right here. 93. This is going to be silver, most likely. It is just a booming signal. So I wanted to give you a taste for this. We're going to dig it now and see what we have, and hope for the best. If it is silver, it's likely to be a fairly decent sized coin, maybe a sixpence or a shilling, something like that. But let's not cross our bridge yet. Still in the hole. Let's see what we got. Let's see where it is. Still in the hole. Still in the hole. Still sounding pretty good. It's still in there. Still in the hole. Well, the worst possible scenario is there was a Coke can down 6 inches, which does happen on these farm fields. Oh, I just saw something. Okay, and that is it. That is a big frickin' D buckle. And it looks like I might have scraped it in getting it out, but boy, that was massive. Not what we're looking for, but that's a huge buckle, probably one of the larger ones I found. Well, at the risk of embarrassing myself once again, we're going to do a little bit of a live extraction here. Had a really nice signal here. This coming up as a 65. It's one of these blocks. It's this one here, and I noticed on edge that it appeared to be a coin. There it is. Yep, right there. You can see it by my fingernail. Appears to be a coin. Now this was the range I was getting hammered silvers. Yes, well, I got one hammered silver yesterday at the end of the day, and this was the sort of the range. I'm going to try to just gently get around the top of this. Try to do this so you can watch. There we go. No guarantees that it's going to be a coin. Every time I film, we seem to get a button. That's what we got. Another flat button here. Shanks there. Lots of buttons, lots of shanks. Not what we're looking for. Well, it's blustery today. It's definitely blustery. Rain stopped, but it is blustery out here, and I don't know how the mic is going to hold up. But funny thing about metal detecting, I was getting a little bit depressed because just not finding many good signals today. Got tons of buttons, probably 15 or 20 buttons so far. And I just came walking back on this track here where some of the other guys on the dig have already walked through. In fact, there were footsteps here, exactly where I got a signal and dug. And literally, I was kind of in a zoning out mode where just not finding much good. Got a strong signal here. I dug it. I know what it is, and it's actually my 4th hammered silver coin. So let's take a look at it together. here you can see it. It's right there, right there. And that's it there.
You get hammered or what?
Well, it must be our rose farthing day. That's what we have here. It's kind of tiny, but there's a little rose in the middle, an inscription around it. This is a medieval coin dating to, I think, around, let's get some clarification on it, but this should date to around the 14th or 15th century. Yeah, second one of the day. Not hammered, but we'll take it. I think I just fell in love. Right here on this field, we found ourselves a love token. Yeah, it was just in this hole here. And there it is, out of the ground. Let's see if we can get a focus on it for you. There's a bent love token, which a young man seeing a woman that he was interested in would take a coin, bend it, and offer it to her for her favor. And if she kept the coin, it was a sign that she was interested. If she threw it away, well, better luck next time, chappie. There you go, first love token. All right, here is a close-up of the love token that we just pulled out. Let me get it in focus for you all. You can see it's a hammered coin. It's been bent over. Unfortunately, it's got a little nick on it, which I don't think I did. I think it was in the ground that way. And there you see it on this side. We'll get it identified in due course after we finish up for the day. But that's our fourth hammered in 3 days. Not bad. And we also got 2 hammered copper farthings today. So we are on the medieval coins. Well, it's hard to believe. I'm walking back over a patch that's been walked over probably 10 times today. And got a signal here, dug it, and I haven't done much to look at it, but this is definitely a hammered silver coin here. So this would be my fourth, no, losing track, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be my 5th coin here. I'm just going to give a nice gentle rinse while you are watching. And let's see what we have. Not that I'll know. But it looks, oh, it's a beauty. A little bit off center, which is really nice. But it's full, all there. It's all there. It looks like a long cross. Wow, beauty, 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 beauty. And let's see. This side. Not so much on this side. But on this side. You get a good look at it. Hopefully that's focusing. And it's our 5th hammered coin of the day. Actually, of the trip, I should say, of the trip. Here you go. There's another view of it. We'll have that identified. And yeah, really pleased with that. Number 2 on the day, plus a couple of copper farthings. It's medieval coin day for me here. Really successful hunt so far. More to come. Still have another hour today. Let's get it. All right, well, it's getting late in the day on our day 3, Thursday. I've got a great signal here, and this is an area where I've been finding lots of, most of my coins for the day. 4 or 5 medieval coins, coppers, 2 coppers, and 2 hammered so far. But this is 92. It's a great signal. I figured I'd live dig it just to see. Knowing my luck today, a live dig is not going to be beneficial. It will be a piece of garbage, but it's such a nice signal, I figured it's worth the risk. So let's see. Again, this is an area that has really been walked over a number of times today. And, well, we just found the coin. Oh, we didn't find the coin. We found the washer. Well, you know, Even medieval people needed washers and dryers.
Well, let's take a look at the board for day 3. There's our rubbish, big D-buckle, a part of a old buckle fragment, plenty of buttons, various sizes and shapes, many buttons. And then looking at the coins, we had this beautiful Edward III penny, hammered silver, and then an Edward I hammered silver penny a little bit earlier from the London Mint. We had the 2 Charles I copper hammered farthings, 2 little artifacts here from the 16th century and 14th century, and this really interesting candlestick fragment that I didn't get a chance to show you, and I don't have the artifact here to show you in person. So that's the
Thanks for
board.
watching this episode of I Dig High Tones. Please join us again next time for the next day of our adventure. And until then, happy detecting. May all your tones be high tones. See you next time.